What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another post-game show, and another draw. If anyone thought we forgot how to draw games, nah, we are actually specialists in it. And if it was an Olympic sport, nobody was gonna beat us ever, I think. But sadly enough, it's not a sport. It's just becoming extremely annoying, and especially the way you managed to cook up that draw yesterday. But we're going to talk about all of that, everything that transpired from that game, the game in itself, obviously, the interesting post game, the no show from Giuntoli, all that stuff. But first off, Norbert, Malik, how are you guys feeling?
Hey, not too good because seeing the results, we could have made top 8 easily, and it annoys me. But hey, this is who we are, and let's have another 2 games because why not?
I mean, every time we have a big win, we draw. So at this point, this painting behind me was made by Juve from the amount of drawing we're doing. So, you know.
I usually say it's crazy. It's not crazy. It's like, um, it's actually very real, and actually, very early on in the game, you were like, it's gonna happen again, like extremely early. And I'm gonna say 20 minutes into the game, I'm like, yeah, I know what this is gonna be, and this is gonna be another draw. Like it's as simple as that because we couldn't break them down, and it was very clear we would fail to do that for 90 minutes, in my opinion, and they were never going to break us down. Yeah, they had that one opportunity, which was not easy, to be honest, because it was a bit, Ibrahimovic probably would have scored that, but other than that, it wasn't that easy. They were never going to break us down, and that's not on them because they had no intention to do that at all. They were just waiting on our mistakes, which we did make a lot. And that's it. It was all on us, basically, to break teams down. And, well, it's February almost, and we have no clue how to do that. And I can make excuses and, like, fitness-wise level, like, all the injuries of the new players, all those things. I get it. But if you cannot break down a team in February, then it's more than just fitness level. And, like, I can fitness level that we cannot press like we did against Milan again. I can fully understand, with 3 days in between, I get it. However, not having a clue how to break a team down, that I cannot really put on fitness. I'm sorry. That was,
Yeah,
I think I've said it before, but I'm gonna say again, that was probably the most boring game I've seen this season. I don't know, and maybe I'm willingly blanking out a game, but yeah, this was horrible.
yeah, it was unwatchable. It was I don't even know, and that energy level was nowhere. Uh, it's so annoying because I have a feeling that we're gonna play a good game against Napoli because we're going to. Although the first game wasn't too good, to be honest, first Napoli game. So I don't know. Horrible game. I don't know. This time I agree with people saying stuff about the subs. Like Bangula was the only player who wanted something and he was subbed off. Turam came on too late. Dusan, I hope he's selling him as fast as possible. He's out. Cambiasso is out as well. I don't know where is he, but surely not on these games. Absolute mess. But Napoli is coming, and probably we're gonna have a good result. And then it feels like a cycle. Every time we have a good result, then we get pulled back to the earth, and it's crazy that we can't break down any defense. That is park the bus style. I don't even know what to say anymore, but horrible. We should have won that game somehow, but no.
Yeah, that was my concern in the previous live we did this. just knowing that Bruges could, defend well, sit back well, and just, leave us with the ball. Yeah, it was gonna be a long day for inevitably, but yeah, as you said, Norbert, it just feels like an endless cycle, a vicious one, where we just can't seem to snap out of it. We've had like I'd say like four games where you're like, okay, let's turn this around. This is where the season actually starts, against Leipzig, against City, against Milan most recently. But yeah, we just seem to draw after all of this happens, and it's back to square one. I don't know if it's I don't know, are they too content that they won, that they become complacent? Is it a lack of desire, wrong approach? I don't know. They take their foot off their gas. It's just annoying either way. So
I don't
They
think.
were preparing for Napoli. Maybe they were
yeah. Well, I hope we
keeping
beat
their
Napoli.
yeah.
I don't think they put the foot on the gas to begin with yesterday.
No, they took the foot off the gas. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, usually you put it on before taking it off, but I don't think they actually put it on.
Ah, yeah, you're right.
They
Didn't
like
enter the car to begin with yesterday.
they were they were driving electric today yesterday. They were doing absolutely nothing, and it makes me sick to watch PSG score a fourth. But it is what it is. Like you said, Norbert, looking at the results today, we are idiots. Like we are absolutely idiots. But that's that. That's not the biggest concern right now. I think nobody is. We're not going to win the Champions League, so like, yeah, it's not gonna make a difference for us, in my opinion. You probably even make more money off it because you play one more game at home. So if you make it to the next round, it's some more added revenue to the stadium. I guess. Like I don't. That's not really my concern. My concern is that yes, actually, as usual, when I make a video, somebody said stop moaning because we got a point and we're qualified. I'm like, I know we've been bad the last couple of seasons, but I'm not at a point where I'm gonna lower my standards to that level, if that makes sense. With all due
Let's
respect.
celebrate. We qualified to the top 32.
Yeah,
Really.
by drawing away to Bruges, like I'm not gonna be that guy. I will not, because the moment we all become that guy, basically,
Yeah.
we are in some serious trouble. That is Arsenal finishing fourth for was it 10 seasons under Wenger or whatever, kind of territory where you're not winning anything, but somehow you convince the fans that this is okay and this is good, basically. That I will never do. It's unacceptable the way we play. Like we had our first shot on target minute 85, and actually I don't think it was even going in, by the way. But still, Mignolet meant to save. I thought it was going out. That's not a chance. We should have had a shot on target and a goal with Nico Gonzalez. Not sure what the hell he was doing. But still, like there was nothing, there was no moment in that game where I sit back and I'm like, you know what? Something is going to happen. We're going to make it work. Like absolutely no moment whatsoever. If you look at how we play, and I retweeted a couple of things today, and probably a lot of people saw that with Gatti and the way we build up, and you get immediate reaction of, oh, Chiellini was crap in building up, but Chiellini was a world-class defender. That's one, and two, we're in a different situation. This is what we need, and it's not working. Like it's just not working, and that has nothing to do with a player is good at defending, yes or not. The way the squad is composed is not perfect. That's one. That being said, being Motta, it is what it is right now. You still need to manage to find a way to get around that. Like, what are you gonna do? Stick with this, and keep doing it over and over again? It's not working. Like it's February. I think we drew like 15 games this season, right? I don't know. 12 in the league, 4 in the Champions League. Was it 16 games? I don't know. Whatever it is, like it's not good. It's horrible, and it feels like there's just a lot of stubbornness, in my opinion, right now, rather than willingness to try something else. If that makes any sense, I will get into individual players because I don't blame the lineup. By the way, it is what it is. Like players who are not fit, and in my preview, I said we play a lot of games. I would even start a Fagioli. But I still expect you to beat Bruges, if that makes sense. Yeah. So I saw people complaining about the starting 11. we played who was fit basically. So I don't really have an issue with that. Yes, Thuram could have started, but I don't know. Then probably Locatelli would have been benched, like because Koopmeijer's not going to sit on the bench, and we'll talk about it in a sec. But Norbert, like, is he really stubborn right now in certain areas that he should have realized at this moment in time that certain things he cannot do with the players he has?
Yeah, it's clearly stubbornness. I can't. If it's not stubbornness, then it's worse. He's a bad coach if it's not stubbornness, because it means that he can't see what we can easily see. For example, I don't know. It's time to sit Koopmeiners a few games, because or not playing him as a 10 and put Yildiz there, what we're like asking for so long. I don't know. Yeah, the starting 11, and we saw again Wea is not good for anything. He when you see him run, he feels fast because his legs are fast, but he's not going anywhere. So I don't know. But yeah, Wea is a sub. He started because we needed to rest some dudes, and obviously Consensao is still low on fitness. But yeah. Up front, something needs to change, because this is bad. He's stubborn, yeah, and I wouldn't start Koopmeiners even if we need to play Fagioli right now, because it's just hard no. Put him in the defense, maybe. I don't know.
Well, he did play as a center back for Aze Alkmaar, so
I know.
there's that. But yeah, I think it's stubbornness. I genuinely think just because Koopmeiners was a signing we worked on for months in the summer. It's a signing like he sacrificed Calafiori for, if you think about it. So I think the stubbornness comes from let's keep playing him until it works out. But the proof is in the pudding. Like the eye test is not passing whatsoever. Front line, I'd like to see, like, just to add a bit of spices, maybe in Bangula, Yildiz, Conceição, and Colomwani. I think that would be pretty good, but I don't know if we're gonna see that anytime soon if Motta keeps up this persistence with Coop at 10. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that is stubbornness, 100%. The Koopmeiners thing is getting a bit weird right now, like because there's no real explanation. He's not playing well. I don't think he was poor yesterday, but he has no impact, if that makes sense. Like, it wasn't a disaster, but there's no impact. Like, it's just anonymous. It feels like you could put any random guy out there. That's how it feels, and he'll probably do the same thing. Like, there's no splash, there's no eye-catching thing, there's no thing you will remember what he does in a game, and usually that's okay, but not when you are being paid. If the club paid 60 million and we know what the expectation basically is, that's what I need to say, the expectation, and that's what you put in. It's just weird to watch, and there's no explanation right now. Like, there's no explanation, and that, like somebody's saying, it's extremely frustrating that he plays that he's out there and he never gets subbed, and he never gets basically blamed for anything really, and for me that's very weird. It's weird, and I mean, I don't know. Like, I have actually no idea how like Kelly, bringing in Kelly is not gonna fix that, or Vega, if that, like, it's not really gonna fix that, is it? Like, it needs to change with the idea also, and maybe it's easy, and it's like, that's easy to say. We play with no energy, and even if the fitness level is low, that, like, we don't, like, how do, like, there's no suggesting, like, nobody's watching that, and it's like, what, maybe they can have a spark right now and push on for like 15 crazy minutes. We don't have that in us. Like, we cannot put any pace in that game. It's so slow to watch, like extremely slow to watch, and it's very predictable. If a team sits, Like, come on, let's be honest. If you're Napoli, you're gonna sit back on Saturday. You're just gonna sit back and hit us on the break. That's what you're gonna do. There's no way. If I'm Conte, I'm coming for us. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna sit back and I'm just gonna kill it off on the
Yeah.
counter, which is probably happening. You know, that's probably what's gonna happen. I don't think he's gonna come out and attack us, because that, if he does that, then yeah, it plays in our quote unquote advantage. You know, but yeah, that's that. Let's talk about, before we talk about individuals, and no, let's talk about individuals first, because maybe you guys can tell me what the hell happened to Cambiaso. Because I said it during the Milan game, and people were like, "Oh, he's playing well." That's not. He's not playing well. And yesterday, that was even worse than the Milan game. He's playing poor. He's playing
Yeah.
without any drive. He's not really taking any risks. You know, usually it's energetic when he's in possession. He's taking it very easy, very safe, and if a player like Cambiaso does that, it looks very replaceable. And with replaceable, I mean, well, somebody else on the bench can do that job. You know, that's
Yeah.
not why you're starting. So, what is the explanation? Is he not fit? Is it a transfer?
Yeah. So obviously, since his injury, he's horrible. And right about that time when all these City rumors started to flare up. But to be honest, no one is taking chances or risks. Like, that's the most annoying thing to me. That I know that Douglas Luiz can ping a ball, and he didn't even try, and Cope Myers as well. But yeah, Cambiaso is gone. His head is gone. Vlahovic is gone as well. I think, like, in his head, clearly. Like, he plays. If we bring up from a striker from next gen, it wouldn't be this bad, I think. Yeah, it's not fitness. He's gone. Like, Cambiaso is gone. We're waiting for an offer. It's clear, and we're gonna sell him. And I want to sell him because you can't play like this. Even if there are rumors, so you can't play like this. I'm sorry. And we're gonna get good money, and we're not going to buy anyone because we're gonna run out of time. And McKennie will start the rest of the season. It's going to be amazing. And Forza Giuntoli. That's all I have to say.
Man, it's a weird one with Cambiaso because he started the season so well, and then I don't know. It's like, you remember his mistake against Lecce? Ever since then, it's just been
Yeah.
yeah. That's why, like, when I heard the 80 million potential offer from City, I was like, you know, that would change our lives. So
Yeah. Even 65 would change our lives, I feel.
yeah, 60 plus would definitely change our lives, but I don't know. I think it's to do maybe with the market, like the fact the club is in for him, and you know his head is not in it, and you know, still not an excuse to not perform. But
Yeah,
it is what it is with
realistically,
him.
we should keep him for January because we can't buy anyone, I feel.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, and plus, there's only like like a week left in the window.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And we still
And
have so many holes in the Swiss cheese.
do you think his brain will switch back once he's staying and he is and the transfer window closing, and
God knows, but at this rate, it's performing badly at a consistent pace. So
yeah, weird.
mhm.
I'm not really sure if I don't know. I don't know. It feels like the way he looks. It feels like it's something to do with a transfer, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Because you cannot drop off this bad. You know, yes, fitness level, but there's absolutely no bits of explosiveness or like I'm gonna pick up the ball and skip past 2-3 players. That's just not there. It's very safe, and we have too many of them already in the team. That you're one of those players that usually makes a difference because of the movements and the drive. If you're not doing that, then we're just watching the same thing over and over again. Like again, like excuse me, the other I don't know how many players on the pitch. 10 and the subs. Like it is a worry. That's one of the worries, obviously. Another worry, it's the attackers, and this like I spoke about it on my daily that I think for the first time Motta actually called out players, like literally, even Colomani, who didn't set foot on the pitch. Basically, he named them as well. He said goes for him as well. He called out his attacker, saying that, and he actually got called out for it immediately after he said that. He basically said that he expects more from all the attackers, bar Mbangula, because he brings something extra. So I was like, cool. I don't think. I'm convinced. Like, Gonzalez didn't play well. Rea was rubbish, like I've predicted many times. When he starts he's not a winger. I don't know what he is, but he's not a winger. He's not an effective winger at all. Vlahovic came on, it was a disaster. Conceição came on, it was like a house on fire. And Yildiz, I actually forgot he came on, to be honest. I was like, cool, they were not good. However, like it stems down from coaching as well. Like I cannot do that with Allegri and not do that with Motta as well, because these players they have more quality more than enough to do much better. So it's cool to call them out, which I'm like, okay, they're not playing well. But then I was like, I got it, and then I was like, wait, he just said Mbangula brings something extra, but he subbed them off like he did in previous weeks. Why? Like, it makes no sense. Like, it would make more sense if he said Mbangula brings something extra, the other ones not. That's why I make the sub. And I think a lot of us would be like, cool, that's correct. But when he added that, I was like, why do you say that? Because you sub them off. You sub them off and actually in the second half, he was the only bright spot, basically. I was looking at him, I was like, if we're gonna do something, it's probably gonna be him, because he finally got into him in the groove, and he finally knew what the assignment was, basically. Instead of just shielding, playing it backwards, he was taking on players, and he was succeeding, and actually should have had an easy assist. Why would you say that if you're Motta?
I don't. It's damaging. I feel like you're the coach. You need to figure out why are they playing bad and not blaming them. In this case, I think.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of throwing the players under the bus, especially those that actually perform. That doesn't add up. But I don't know. Just it's in general, his subs have been very odd since he joined us. I'm not really a big fan of the timing of his subs, the who he's subbing on, who is subbing off. Generally, it hasn't. I wouldn't think it had an effect on any one of our games lately. Apart from the way I won against Milan, but that was kind of forced because Yildiz felt it.
If everyone, like, we were all watching that game, and people in the chat as well answered the same question, you don't need to make it extremely long. And be realistic, you can say minute 20. At which minute will you make your first subs, and who would it be? Because I'm interested to hear what everybody else think, and I think a lot of things will come up again. A lot of similarities will come again. So, Norbert, you go first. At what minute will you make your first subs, and who would it be?
So either at halftime or 60th minute or 55th minute latest, the Cope Miners comes off and Yildiz comes in as 10. The rest, maybe McKennie should be on the field instead of Cambiasso. Probably the same, because they, those are obvious. And then the rest, Bangula stays on the field for sure the entire game. Well, he's gone. Dusan in, and Nico goes to the right wing. And yeah, those are my subs. And I would make how many was this? Three. I will make 3 subs before the 60th minute, I think, in a game like this when it's clear that it's not working. Yeah.
Well, for me, I would have removed way up with McKennie, and I would have removed Cope with Yildiz, and at halftime.
Okay, halftime. Like I wouldn't do halftime. I would do 55 minutes always. I don't like halftime subs. That's just me. I know I talk about it. Sub them all at halftime. I think it's, in my opinion, I like that's just out of experience. It feels better to come on if the game is a bit already kicked on again in the second half. However, I would agree 55 minutes in, I would sub, and I would sub a lot. I really would. I would have pulled Savona because I don't think he had a good game. McKennie would have come on. He would have come on and he would have played at the back. You choose where you want to play Cambiasso. I would pull off Colt Miners as well, and I would have played, excuse me, Yildiz. That's a 55th minute. I would have took off Timothy Weah as well. I would have played Vlahovic. So Yildiz, I would have played Vlahovic and moved Gonzalez, and I would play around like 65, 68 minute. And then if it's still not really working, I would have pulled Douglas Luiz, who, by the way, I don't think he had a bad game. I know people are calling him out. I'm not really sure why, to be honest. I think that's weird. You know, somebody said, oh, he lost the ball 9 times. Don't look up how many balls the other players lost. Like, don't, because you will actually, or you will have a heart attack. Like, you will. So I don't think he played poorly, Douglas Luiz, but I would have pulled him, and I would have played Thuram, because I think we needed some sort of energy in that midfield at that point. And then if it wasn't if it again wasn't working, the last 50 minutes I throw on Conceição as well, you know, for Nico Gonzalez. That's what I would have done. But like everybody, like nobody's mentioning Mbangala because it was clear to see that that was the wrong sub. Like that was, and he did it like he did it against which
when
game
he
was
subbed
it?
up Thuram, or
When he subbed off, no, he subbed off in Bangula the other time around. I forgot the team right now, and I was sitting there again. I was like, no, like why would you do that? That makes no sense, you know. And Thuram, like when he came on, there was something again, like because he brings something the others were not really bringing. Like Locatelli, I don't think he had a good game on a technical level. You know, he made too many easy errors and he slowed the play down way too much, in my opinion. When I don't know, like there was missing something, like the drive was missing, obviously, but he waits. Like Malik says, the subs are very late and they're weird. Like I don't think at one moment in time this season anyone came out of that game and was like, good subs. Like even if they had an impact, I never had that feeling that you got it right. The subs were right. Like you're gonna have an impact. Like it makes no sense. Like what he's doing is making no sense whatsoever. Because again, I don't see people agreeing with it, and usually people completely disagree or completely agree. Like nobody is agreeing with it. Nobody is, and actually even at Sky post game they're like, we don't get it. So why would you pull up Mbangula? Why keep on Colt Miners, who's anonymous in that game? Savona was not having a good game. Why keep him on? Like a lot of question marks that it's frustrating. And the most frustrating part is post game. Not one journalist is like, hey, why did you sub off Mbangula? Nobody's asking that. Nobody's asking that question. It feels like he goes into the game, he's like, I'm making those subs. No matter what the score is, I'm making those subs. It felt pre-planned. It felt really pre-planned because he didn't act it on the players that were playing very poorly. That for me, it's pre-planned. And that's, for me, it's already a no-go, in my opinion. But
why would you pre-plan subs? That's silly.
Yeah, if you pre-plan subs and you just go with it still into the game, that means you're not reading the game well,
Yeah.
as a coach.
The only thing I can agree with a pre-planned sub is like you have a player who just came back from injury, like
Yeah,
I'm gonna
obviously.
play in 15 minutes, that's it. Like that you plan, and I'm fully convinced. Like I'm fully okay with that. But other things you need to react to it. And yesterday it didn't. It felt like I'm just gonna throw you on and you guys make it work. But that's not really how it works. If it was that easy, then we would be in a different position. Who's saying that from Vega? Oh, here, Romano. Juve agreed deal with Chelsea sign Vega. Yeah, here we go. Loan deal 5 million until June, no buy option, and then player goes back to Chelsea
Oh,
at the end of June for the Club World Cup. That's even weirder. And the funny part is he added Vega expected to play center back at Juve. Well, you didn't need to tell us that because we don't have center back. So
wait,
well,
so just a dry, it's just a dry, expensive loan?
yeah, and the funny part is he's not even.
Oh my god.
He's not even playing for the Club World Cup, which makes it even funnier. So that tells
Yeah, that
you.
makes zero sense.
Well, that tells you absolutely
That's
nobody
awful.
gives a toss about that tournament. Like it's just money grab and get out of it. It's panic. Like I don't know why people are surprised. I actually recorded a video. I might change it. People are scared to criticize Giuntoli, and I'm not even saying get him out. But man, you cannot make excuses for that. I've seen people make excuses for this. I don't get why. Why would you do that? Oh, but like it's very late. You need to take what you have. It's late because he left it late. Like that's why it's late. It's not that he was in a coma and he just woke up and he was like, I got no time. And we were like, yeah, you only have a couple. No, he was awake for like 3-4 months and he did nothing. That's why it's late. Like he made it late. Not like it's not the time. Like I don't get it. I absolutely do not get it. Why are you scared to call this out? It's crap. I don't even care about the option because it's clearly they don't believe in that player. So don't waste money or like don't stick 20 or 30 million into a player you absolutely do not want or you do not believe in. That's weird. Do not do that. But 5 million for a dry loan is also weird. Didn't we pay like 7 for Alcaraz? Like we
do this every year.
12 million euros for dry loans. And actually 10 million because Conceição was also a dry loan. That's actually insane.
Right.
Like that's actually insane. But yeah, I mean, what do you guys have to say?
Well, dry loan, I don't understand. I'm shocked. It's like, I don't know. Option, if we say numbers and letters, what is it? The fourth? Probably fourth or fifth option. We got the dude for a loan, a dry loan. I don't know. We need a dude who can play left back and center back. So guess we got it. And we might play against Bayern Munich or Real Madrid, as I just read.
Well, we'll see after next match. A lot can still change, but
right now, as it stands.
Yeah, right now, if the Champions League stopped right now, but
dry loan doesn't make any sense to me. It's insane. But we got a player, I guess. So, Kalulu or Gatti, they don't need to die on the pitch.
No, dry loan. I was hoping you were gonna say with an option to buy it like 15 million or something. But I guess that's too good to be true. Not too happy with the fact it's a dry loan, but at least we have a player. At least we have a defender. But he's the fourth option. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so it's
annoying.
It's a 5 mil, but we're not paying the. Are we paying the wages?
Probably yes.
That's probably gonna be revealed later, I guess. But I don't know. At least we have someone to back us
Yeah,
up.
should have happened like 20 days ago, but yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. I think we should just take what we can, get, and that's it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
At this like, you know what it is. We all will say that. At this point, we have no choice. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you're obviously gonna take. Like, if you don't take what you get, then next week you have Locatelli playing center back. That's it. That's the situation. You know,
Yeah.
that's it. Like, it's a horrible job, like horrible. Like, I can like this deal, and again, I'll repeat myself. Do not waste money if you don't believe in the players. And they clearly do not believe. If they believed in Vega, they would have told Chelsea, smack that obligation in there. Whatever. You know, we need a defender in the summer. We're going to pay it anyway. You know? That's it. But the fact that they didn't do that tells you they don't really believe in him, which is cool. I get it. You know, don't waste money. However, you left it late, and now you're in this situation. The messed up part as well is we needed 2. You definitely need 2 because they let Danilo go, and here we are scraping 1. 1 with massive question marks. Is he a real center back? Is he good enough? Like, there's no guarantees as well. So,
Yeah.
absolutely
Young
horrible
also,
job.
21.
Absolutely horrible job. Let me bring it on really quickly. Panic buy 5 million is a joke. Pants pull down, Julian. It is what it is at this point. Why draw a loan for 21-year-old? Why not get an older and more experienced then? You have a point there.
Yeah.
5 million is crazy. 7 for Chico. 3.5 for Alcaraz. It was more for Alcaraz, Julian. It was more. I wish it was.
I remember it was a very expensive.
It
loan,
was more.
10 or something, no? 10 or 12.
Because there were ridiculous agents fee in it. Like, when I say ridiculous, usually for a loan, they're not that high. They're not that high usually for a loan. But somehow we paid the agent more than we paid Southampton for Alcaraz. Like, it was the weirdest and the most. I don't know.
And now he's at Flamengo.
Yeah.
Alcaraz.
I've been criticizing Julian, I wanted to say, Giuntoli. Alcaraz 4 according to Transfer Market. Could be, but I remember the news reports from some insiders who were right on Colomani as well and a lot of things, and they can tell you we paid more for the agent. Like, we absolutely paid more than 4 million. But whatever. We won and got Bianconeri away from Locatelli playing center back. Yeah, I've been saying it for a while that the guy needs to be criticized more. It's Giuntoli, not Motta. Maybe there are things that we don't know behind the scenes. Probably, like, we don't know everything, obviously. The funny thing is that it will probably take him like 2 months before he has adapted to us. Maybe, even though I don't think it's really hard to adapt in the center back scheme we play. Is just bop it around and let Locatelli drop in deep to make something happen. The Danilo situation is ridiculous, so we should have kept him. No, we should have replaced him, in my opinion, Johnny. But I see your point. It's just you didn't replace him. I don't care. I know Fabiano Della Valle is out there, you know, putting out absolute crap into the atmosphere. Oh, he didn't want to join Napoli. Stop the bullshit. Like, I'm sorry. Like, stop doing this. And all the reactions, the club, and you deserve the proper send off. Piss off. Like, it's just propaganda. It's like saying Dybala didn't want to join Inter. Yes, he did. Marotta said he wanted to join, but they went for Lukaku. That was the situation. There's no point to then turn around and say, oh, but he didn't join them. That was the idea. It was just because they got Lukaku for a pack of crisps, basically. And then they told Dybala, yeah, we're not going to pay you. Like Danilo wanted to join Napoli, and somehow Flamengo or whatever came in and put up enough money to convince him. Family reasons, fine. But they put up enough money, you know? So I don't care about that, Danilo. I care about not replacing him. That is my biggest thing. And we didn't do that, and that's horrible. I tried to talk about Juve, draws and cope and tactical issues, and all of this. If you can bring a creative player like Zirkzee, just bring Dybala back. It's not wrong. Well, that last part is wrong in my opinion. But
no, just close the door, close the chapter.
Yeah.
He's in his 30s now, man.
He just needed minutes. we saw against City. I don't get the rush. Who are we talking about? Oh, Danilo. But Danilo asked to leave. Like, he wants to be a starter. So I have no problem with that as well. Like, Motta doesn't rate him. He wants to play more. Well, the solution is you leave. Like, and that goes for any player, even Fagioli. I like Fagioli, but if Motta doesn't like you and he's not playing you, you're wasting your own time and our time because you're taking up a spot for a player the coach might actually use and for yourself. Like, you're not playing. It's not good for your career as well, you know. So I don't mind Danilo asking to leave or Motta not rating him because I don't rate Danilo. And if Danilo's like, I want to play more, then yeah, I get it. I really get it. But you need to replace him. Vega was bought for 10 million 4 months ago. 0 stars in the Premier League, 5 million loan fee. I hate Giuntoli. I think, yeah.
It was 14, not 10.
I thought it was more as well. Yeah,
it's 14.
We also bought Diallo for like 5-7 million.
Yeah.
When he was a free in the summer, just to send off to
just to piss off Inter.
Yeah, like, oh my god. Horrible job. Absolutely horrible job. The 4-month loan of Alcaraz and Vega cost as much as Huijsen on a permanent deal. Almost.
No, ouch. Ouch. Now that you put it that way. Ouch.
Actually crazy. Actually, it is actually crazy. But yeah, that was a kind of our expectation, no? Somewhere like past the 12th of January, I think we all knew what was coming. I mean,
yeah. As long as Kelly is not coming, I'm happy, to be honest.
So I hope if it happens,
he can still come.
we're all gonna come into the live with pitchforks, you know.
I just don't, yeah.
In front of Giuntoli's house, you know.
Yeah.
Let me see what. Let me see. What Di Marzio saying? Okay, Di Marzio saying is 4.5 million, including the wages.
Oh, cool.
Which is a weird way to report it, to be honest.
At least that.
4.5 million
including his wages. I don't know how much money is on. What is he, like 1 million? So it's still 4 million or something. I don't know what his wages are, but that's a weird way to report it, to be honest. So I'm not really sure about that one, to be honest. 4.5, including the wage. Who reports transfer fees like that? That's weird. That's still a lot of money because it's probably like 4 million that you're still paid for the loan. Do you think it's a dry loan because Bremer and Cabal are expected to return at the end of the season? No, they're not back for the end of the season. Or is Giuntoli going on some loans because his relationship with Motta is starting to crack? No, he's going on loans because he messed up. He messed up.
So I don't know how much money we have realistically to spend in January,
as well. But if we were pushing for Araujo, I'm gonna say we have money.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like if we were gonna put 50 million on the table for Araujo, but he just decided to stay, then the cash is there.
We have
like
money.
it didn't vanish because he didn't want to come. So
yeah, we have
elsewhere,
money.
No?
So no buy option is horrible business in my opinion. It's always horrible business if you don't include a buy option unless you get an absolute scrub of a player that you know like is not good enough. But yeah, it's bad business. Like it's just bad business. That's the takeaway. Like it's horrible business. It's horrible business. But that saga's over, I guess, which is good. I don't know. I actually do not know what to think. That's yeah. I won't get hyped for it. You know, I would be maybe more excited for it if this happened the January the 4th or something. I would like cool, because that would give me more of a feeling that that's a target, a real target they wanted. Even if I don't rate him, I'm like, okay, that's who you want, that's who you think can help us, fine, you know, and you got him in early, okay, now prove it to me. Whatever happens now is yeah, it's basically what you found scanning through the garbage, you know. It's not to call him crap, but it's clearly you don't believe in that player, and it's just a bottom feeder. So good luck to Giuntoli, I guess. Really like this move. Just should have been an option to buy. I don't understand why Juve hasn't targeted Kiwior. Because Arsenal won a lot of money and he's not worth that money, I'm gonna say.
Probably, yeah.
They can work out something with Chelsea if he comes good. Yeah, maybe they can take off Vlahovic. Vega's salary is 800k a year, so yeah, the loan is 4 million. It's still horrible. We have 3 player spots for Champions League. Kolu, the other center back, will sign. One between Alberto Costa and Vega. We can't leave out someone we signed permanently. I don't think we're signing anyone else. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think this is it. I really think this is it. So 5 million loan just to not even list him. No, they're gonna list him, and they're gonna list him, obviously. But I don't think somebody else is coming in. I don't. I think this is it. Like, it took ages for the first one. Like, imagine how long it will take for the second one. And if it's Scally, then yeah, you drop one of these guys out. Like, they're not your players, so why would you include them? But it is weird because it's in a position that if one of the others go down, you're in the Champions League and you can do absolutely nothing about it. So, if they sell or move Arthur, can they register someone to replace him or no? No. Like, you can only, like, the rule is you can only include 3 new players. They're gonna need to drop players. They're gonna
Replace / include. So if you didn't have the numbers up,
no, you're
then
gonna
you can fill it up.
Arthur,
3,
Cabal, Bremer. That's already 3.
Yeah.
That's already 3.
Yeah,
but you
yeah.
can only register 3 new players. So even if you have
Yes,
5 spots, yeah, you only can add 3.
And I think Alberto Costa is out if we buy another player.
Who is out?
Costa. Alberto Costa.
It depends on who it is. It depends on who it is, I think. And also depends what's going to happen with Cambiasso as well.
True, yeah.
I think that's horrible if you leave Alberto Costa because that is a player you got permanently.
Mm-hmm.
They probably, like, that sounds crazy. You'd probably drop out Atsic. That's what you do, right? Actually, I was expecting him to leave on loan. It's actually worrying that he's not leaving on loan. I'm not sure what the idea is behind it because we're wasting an entire year.
He's not even playing.
No, it's a complete waste of his development, like a complete waste. Like, actually complete. He came on the other day, right? Against Milan?
Yeah, against Milan, like last...
He should have gone to Serie B or something.
Yeah, I don't get why he's still in the squad, to be honest. I don't know. Nobody's asking that question, but yeah, you're completely wasting him.
Thing is, Motta said he liked him like earlier on.
Very, very weird. But it is what it is. Let me see what 4.5 says Romeo. Yeah, and the wage is in it, but the wage is nothing. So you can, like, they're all gonna use it right now. The thing about the wages are in it, but yeah, I mean, the wages are non-existent. That's sad. You shall go to Parma. They're selling Dennis Mann, I believe. Are they? Are they selling him?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Fiorentina.
Really?
Oh, such a Fiorentina signing, to be honest.
I missed that. I missed that completely.
15 mil or something I saw the other day.
Okay.
Yesterday.
I missed that.
That's a good deal.
Maybe. But you probably let him play with the next jam from now until the end of the season and then figure it out. But yeah. Weird one. So it's not going to be a loan like Conceição. Yeah, it's the same. It's a dry loan for Conceição, the same. It's a dry loan. What I will find interesting is like all the Conceição talk kind of disappeared, you know, and also all the Gatti renewal talk disappeared as well. Maybe it's because he's busy with other things right now and that. But I mean, keep an eye on both situations. I would say, you know. Keep an eye on both situations. That's all of. Oh, we loaned Colomani as well.
Yeah,
but we're not paying. It's a free one.
That's a dry loan. Yeah.
And it's a free one. For some reason, we convinced PSG to do that.
Yeah, I don't understand how did it work for them to release a player for free and then
Oh, they terminated
money. Yeah.
his contract, right?
yeah bad
That
net.
tells you we're just filthy rich, whatever. Like just rip up that contract. We'll probably pay you off a little bit just to get like that's actually ridiculous. If you think about it, it's ridiculous.
Imagine if we did something like that. We wouldn't be able to sign players for a whole window.
It's
Honestly.
if you deep it, that's actually insane.
Yeah, just like
So-
yeah, just to take this cash. and
Padula just reported that the Kelly deal is on standby for now.
Standby, not off.
Yeah.
Oh god,
Standby.
standby. I don't like those words.
Yeah.
We're
But
not gonna sign it
he wrote Kalki, not Kelly. So.
No, so a different
Maybe-
player. Huh?
Let me
Yes.
see what he's saying.
Padula is a man of typos. I've noticed. It's funny.
Because he's typing fast. I want to get this out fast.
Yeah, before Romano.
Oh, Padula saying the bonuses will kick in depending on how far we go in the Champions League as well. So
Bonuses.
Nice. So wait. Is
Wait.
it 4-5 plus bonuses
Wait,
or
Yeah.
4.5 with bonuses?
Wait, this is a loan that has bonuses?
yeah,
I've never heard this before. A loan fee that has bonuses. I knew transfer fees had bonuses, but like loan fees? No, that's a bit
That's
dark.
what
Everything is
Padula's saying.
possible, man.
Oh man.
anyways, we're not
Oh.
gonna go far in the Champions League. They're probably gonna need to pay us for some reason. Yeah. Don't expect a team to sell any good defenders in January. Just bring depth to the squad. That's it. It's not about the money. I can see your point. I get it, but then again, you stuck around for Silva and Araujo and Hansko way too long. That's a problem. And you went to Tomori and all the other guys ending up with option D, C. That's all I'm saying. If you knew from the beginning
listen.
you don't have money, go for these players. The moment the
Yeah.
transfer window opens, then at least get them in early and be honest, right? That's all I'm
And-
asking for.
There's a point to make that Feyenoord is going through as well, and
they're going through.
and Hansko's price might go up.
I'm not sure about that. I think they reached an agreement already. If they really want him, I think they already figured it out. To be honest,
Okay.
we have Rugani and Diallo on loan, and we're paying 5 million for a 4-month loan of a 20-year-old with 176 minutes in the Premier League. Yeah, that's us. But to be fair, we loaned those other guys out when we had a full squad. Like, it's unfortunate, you know, but we cannot do anything about that. Like, nobody knew the injuries were gonna happen. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna wrap this one up because I'm gonna need to film a new video and I actually want to go to bed. So I'm gonna throw out the other video. That's actually accurate, but I didn't mention Vega on the deal, and I have some things to say about that as well that I didn't say right now. So we're gonna wrap this one up, people. Like the video if you haven't liked the video. As always, subscribe to the channel. Norbert Malik, thanks for thanks for
Sharing the pain.
this. Yeah, sharing the pain. I
Yeah,
didn't
that's a
want to say
common
it.
one you say.
Yeah.
Showing the draw.
Sharing the draws. Yes.
Somebody say you
Yeah.
want to sleep quick, just put on a replay of Juve Bruges.
Yes.
I'm gonna say something weird. I rewatched it, or like I had it on. I didn't fully invest it for 90 minutes, but I had it on at work,
What
and I
did
was
you do?
rewatching certain things.
What a brave man.
Yeah, I'm not sure why I did it, to be honest, but I was kind of bored. I was like, let me look up, let me focus on a few things. I wish I didn't, but I did. There's no way you watched. I did. Like, I had it on, not fully 90 minutes. Like, I might skip like 5, or like I wasn't watching for 5 minutes here and a couple of minutes there, you know, throughout the. But I usually rewatch games. I usually do that, or like I usually put them on in case I miss something. But yeah, that's it, people. Again, like the video, subscribe. I will be live again. When do we play? Saturday, Friday. I will be live Friday with another preview for another, I don't know, maybe a draw. Let's see. But yeah, that's it.